In today's video, we're looking at the 11 reasons that you just might want to file Social Security at age 62. It's coming up next. This is Mel Stubbs. I'm a financial planner at Christy Capital Management, and our goal is to apply God's wisdom in financial decisions. We also want to encourage others to do the same. Today we're talking about the reasons to file Social Security at age 62. Now, if you turn on Social Security prior to your full retirement age, you will be getting a discounted amount. The fact that Social Security is giving it to you early, it means that they're going to discount it some. But are there some good reasons that you may want to go ahead and do that? Well, we've pulled together 11 reasons that say you might just want to. So rule number 1, you may want to turn on Social Security early if you are married and have the lower Social Security benefit, and you're also much younger than your spouse. The life expectancy table suggests that you will live longer than your spouse and will at some point turn on the spousal benefit when your spouse dies. It may make sense for you to go ahead and turn on your benefit early to start collecting what you can now, because growing your benefit won't make a whole lot of difference if you eventually turn on the spousal benefit. So a second reason you may want to turn on Social Security at age 62 is if you're concerned about the future of Social Security. If you're worried that Social Security is going to go bankrupt and somehow stop being in existence, then it makes sense that you may want to turn on your benefit early to collect it while it's still viable. Politicians are always talking about how they need to make changes to Social Security to keep it strong, and those changes are most likely going to be negative changes. If you want to go ahead and collect what you can while you can collect it, then turning on Social Security at age 62 may be an idea. A third reason you may want to turn on Social Security at age 62 is because if you wait too long to build up a higher benefit, but then you die before receiving anything, that may be a huge mistake. I know lots of people that they want to delay their Social Security to maximize the amount that they'll receive each month. Let's say they're planning to wait until age 70 so that they can claim the larger benefit. But if you die before your 70th birthday, you won't receive any benefit. Now, nobody knows when they're going to die, but you can look at your health, maybe even your family history, and come up with a good guess. This may be a reason to turn on Social Security earlier so that you can go ahead and be receiving a benefit. Waiting too long and potentially not receiving any benefit at all may cause you to want to turn on Social Security early. Now, another reason to potentially turn on Social Security early is if you have debt that you need to pay off. Depending on the debt that you have and the interest rate that you're paying, it may make sense to go and use that extra money to pay down debt. Yes, turning on Social Security early, does mean that you're going to be getting a discounted amount as opposed to waiting for your full retirement age. But if you can knock out debt, and especially high interest rate credit card debt, this may make sense for you to turn on your Social Security early. Another reason to turn on Social Security at age 62 is if you can't work anymore. You may have had plans to work all the way until you were 70 and then turn on Social Security. But for whatever reason, you can't work anymore. Maybe you got laid off, maybe you got a health issue, but whatever the reason is, you just can't work anymore and you need to turn it on early to make ends meet. This may be less about your choice and more the fact that you have to turn it on, but that may be a good reason. Another reason to turn it on early is if you're working part-time and your part-time job is below the earnings limit. For 2022, if you were under the full retirement age, then you can earn up to $19,560 a year and not lose any of your Social Security. If you earn more than that, then they give you this fancy 2-for-1 special. For every $2 that you're above the limit, you will lose $1 of your Social Security benefit. Once you've hit your full retirement age, then you can earn all you want and they won't reduce your benefit at all. If you're only working part-time and you're confident you're going to be underneath that limit, you may want to turn on your Social Security before full retirement age. Another reason to turn on your benefit early is if you already have your 35 highest earning years. Your Social Security benefits are based on your earnings in the 35 years that you had the most compensation. If you've already had 35 years of peak earnings, and maybe you're only working part-time and therefore you're not increasing that 35-year number, you may want to go ahead and turn it on early. Now at 62, if you've only had 30 years of high compensation, there'll be 5 years of zeros added into your average. That may cause you to want to work longer or delay turning on Social Security. But if you already have your 35 years of high earnings, then you may want to turn on your benefit early. Another reason you may want to turn on your money earlier is if you want to receive it and invest it and you think you can do better than what the increases would be from Social Security. From full retirement age to age 70, there's an 8% per year increase. That's pretty strong. However, as we talked about earlier, if you never turn it on because you die prior to receiving it, well then your beneficiaries won't get anything. And if you turn it on early and you invest it and you think you can earn more, this may be a strategy. Another thing about the strategy is that if you die, the remaining money in your investment account will be left to your beneficiaries. If you die never having turned on Social Security, then nothing is left to your beneficiaries. That may be reason enough to do it right there. Another reason you may want to turn on Social Security early is if you are single and you have health issues. You can do the math and figure out the break-even point on delaying Social Security. But if you're not sure you're going to live that long, then turning it on early and getting a benefit now may make sense for you. Another reason you may want to turn on Social Security early is if your spouse is the higher earner and has health issues. Since they are the higher earner, that means their Social Security benefit is going to be higher than yours. If they're also in poor health and potentially have a shorter life expectancy, that means their higher benefit will most likely become your benefit when they pass away. If that's the case, then there's not much reason for you to delay your benefit. You may want to go ahead and turn on your benefit to collect it as long as you can before your benefit gets upgraded to the survivor's benefit at the passing of your spouse. Another reason that you may want to turn on Social Security at age 62 is if your spouse is the lower earner and older than you. Let's say your spouse is at full retirement age and can turn on their own Social Security and get $500 per month. Let's say that you're age 62, and if you turn on your benefit, it would be $1,800 a month. By turning on your benefit, it allows them to receive the spousal benefit at their full retirement age. And they'd be able to receive a $900 a month based off your benefit as opposed to $500 a month based off their own. Allowing the older, lower earner to start the spousal benefit may make sense for you to go ahead and file earlier. Now, everybody's situation is different, and this is one of the huge benefits of working with a financial planner that can go over with you the different strategies for turning on Social Security. Depending on your situation, depending on your monthly income, depending on the assets that you have, all of these things will affect your decision of when to turn on Social Security. At Christy Capital Management, we do a full financial plan for our clients. We show them the monthly income that they have coming in during retirement. We show them the monthly amount going out in retirement. Now some people don't have a choice and they have to turn on Social Security just to make the ends meet. Other people do have a choice, and that's where you can do some planning to decide when is the right time for you in your situation to turn on Social Security. If you want to work with a financial planner that can help you in every facet of your financial life, reach out to Christy Capital Management. Go to our website at christycapital.com. In the upper right-hand corner, you can click on Talk to an Advisor. You can do the little drop-down message and put your email in and send it off, and someone will be in contact with you. If you want to give us a call, call the number on your screen. Until next time, I'm Mel Stubbs. We need to do the proper disclaimers. The purpose of this video is not to give specific tax advice or investment advice. We're going over general principles and ideas that can be used, and if used correctly, can save and avoid taxes. You're going to want to work with someone personally who knows your situation personally. So seek out advice from an independent financial advisor. This is for educational purposes only. I hope you enjoyed the video.